Adventures in Filbar. For all your role-playing needs, try the free stuff first.
Hello and welcome to our stream. Don't forget to follow us on the socials at Mhobo Inc. or you can email us mhoboinc@gmail.com. If you're interested in playing on the stream, get a hold of us. You can also purchase interesting RPG items at our store and the link is below. We have everything from shirts to skateboards in our shop. Go, take a look. And if you need new math rocks, catch a Pirate Dog Dice on Twitter for some personalised items. If your game stinks, unlike ours, try some adventure scents by elfishgames.com. They have over 60 different scents and most are pleasant. This aid is perfect for in-person games, especially conventions. Elfish Games also makes how to RPG with your cat, how to cook with your dice, the Shine system if you want to be a gooder writer than me, or try the Radiance project if you just want to play with yourself. Allfishgames.com is your stop for game aids.
Sure.
Hey everybody, welcome to CRED Cthulhu Rises. Everyone dies. Somehow Cthulhu did not rise, so everyone lives.
You know, that may
Cthulhu did
still
not rise.
be yet to come.
Find out.
Crednerilla. Honestly, it sounds like some Cthulian word, so that's the title of the next one that comes up here. Anyway, you are on Murder Hobo Inc. Every Thursday. Awesome games. This is the final, the post-penultimate episode session.
What?
The ultimate?
Post-penultimate.
Post-penultimate, aka
The
ultimate.
I think that actually works.
It
That's what I want to
does.
tell myself anyway. Yeah, no, before we go ahead and get started, I'm going to have you guys go around, introduce yourselves. Obviously, I'm Kyle, the Dungeon Master. But that's not obvious now. You should really probably go back to episode 1 and start from there. It's only like 75 episodes, so it's all good.
Yeah,
You'll
just
catch
go
up.
back about 3 years ago. That's
That's
Three,
150
4 years ago.
hours. 150 hours. Let's put
Let's
in
be
that one.
fair, a couple of those episodes were 3.5 hours long.
Fair.
Much to Frank's dismay. So if you guys
Sorry,
give me a
Frank.
second, I'm going to have you guys introduce yourself. Ernie, Carol, and DJ in that order.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
all right. So my name is Ernest, and for this campaign, I played Riley. Riley was originally a warlock and was a little bit chaotic, and through his obsession through literature and books, literally an obsession in the Cthulhu mythos. But through some revelations, he was able to forsake his old deity, Ubosathla, and now kind of has or patron, I should say, it's warlock, almost deity, and now picked up a new pseudo deity of ego, and took on the role of a destruction domain cleric, and that's how we wrapped up the series. But hopefully there will be some one shots for the Ubosathla arc. Carol will also have some stuff that she'll cover.
I mean, we were given a mission to go fuck with him, so I really hope we get that one shot to do that mission, because I still want to fuck with Ubisoft. So hi everyone, my name is Carol. I'm a longtime gamer. Oh God, I forgot my line. I'm a longtime gamer, occasional GM, and commission mini painter. I have a Twitch under Muses_Touch where I paint 3 times a week. You can see the schedule there. On here I play Angie Yeager. This is as I just wrote on Twitter, this is very bittersweet. I really have loved playing her for the last 3 years. I've loved playing with these guys. To watch Riley's growth has just been amazing. I know just the shenanigans of Mr. Knight and Bran. Maybe we should call him the Indestructible because, oh no, he's the bad.
No.
He keeps coming back.
No, he's Bran the Relentless.
Bran the Relentless. Because he keeps coming back.
I prefer Bran the Broken.
Bran the Broken. I am amazed that Anja's still alive and never died in this entire campaign. Although I do still have 2 insanities, which I'm debating whether or not I really actually want to deal with, because she's a path of insanity barbarian. I started this whole thing, though, as a ranger, inspired by the TV show Grimm. I was out hunting monsters, and it seemed like a great campaign to put out a monster hunter. Except for Bran died, and then I said, she just wants to go fight with all abandon, just like a barbarian. And I went to Kyle and said, hey, can I make her barbarian? He's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Because the reason's really good. And so here we are. And
it wasn't, I just wanted the email to end.
Shut up. You are such a liar. And I don't think it was email. I believe it was on Discord there. Skippy.
Even more reason for it to end.
You're such a liar. So I have a loose end that hopefully also will be covered in a CRED shot, where her sister was taking over the cult that Anja originally was unknowingly part of.
Was she the one that was in that dragon thingy
No.
that we killed? That was someone
that
else in the
was
cult.
her. So Kalina was a friend, supposedly a friend, who helped Anja escape. She basically said, hey, I heard them talking. They're going to use you for some big horrible plot. Here, I'm going to help you get the fuck out. And then right after that, the whole cult blew up.
I always mixed up.
She used me and got me in
your
position.
Sister.
Yeah, no, my sister is a bit younger.
Okay.
Colleen, my sister is younger than me. Colleen is like my age. Cool. So, but yeah, basically also to find out my mother, or Anja's mother, probably knowingly dropped her off this, knowing what she was. But she didn't destroy the world, and she didn't summon Cthulhu yet.
Yeah.
Because hopefully that also might be covered in a future thing. I think that's a good retrospect for me. And so, Mr. Knight, you get 2 characters to do this for.
Yeah, which gods are you going to take out in your one shot?
So, my name is DJ. I am just a gamer and a GM.
He's
doing
awesome.
The stream. I play 2 characters because, I step up.
You played 2 characters because one died.
Yeah, step up. I am also the character. I am the player who has all the character deaths. It's like an achievement thing. I think I get like a plaque or something at the end of this.
Wait! You're also the player who came up with the character to give.
Oh, I know.
Jim,
so
a big fuck you about the camp being resurrected.
First character I played was Bran, is Bran, maybe Bran afterwards, I don't know, who has gone through a lot of change. A
lot of change.
A lot of unfinished business that will never be dealt with because his plot got taken out by story.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he died trying to confront his brother. And then
where's your mama?
He got turned into a monster. And
where's his mother? Does she still figure in this somewhere?
I don't know. And I don't even know if he remembers that his mother may technically be still around.
There's a one-shot idea right there to fuck with Bran.
There's the god you have to kill.
Yeah, apparently basically
god.
Just Dagon, Dagon Jr.
Oh shit, your mother is Dagon.
Pretty much.
Mother Hydra.
Mother Hydra.
Dagon is Father Dagon.
Okay, fine.
Father Dagon.
But your mother's Mother Hydra.
Yeah, Mother Hydra.
Oh God, that would be terrible.
But again, I was also a deep one for a while. I was also turning into Deep One before then because of Bran's lineage. But he was cleansed of that thanks to Anja's use of hopefully the correct
It was
potion.
the correct one. I'm sure it is.
Maybe.
You just had to do that weird molt thing.
I said I put it in my hand before all shit went to hell.
But between then, I also played the most spectacular, the most important, and the most superior character in the game. That would be Mr. Knight. The character with the least drama, in fact, like no drama other than some cat politics. So that's not really drama, that's just cat stuff. The greatest character because you can actually travel between 2 different realms. He also easily made everyone do what he needed him to do because he's a cat. And saved the party many a times. So, and also the nice FU to our GM in case he did die, which Mr. Knight did die once, and he just slept it off.
How many more lives does he have?
A few.
Enough.
Yeah.
Enough so that okay, so Kyle's gonna run.
No matter what, even if everybody dies, one lives.
Hey, you know what? That just means Kyle's gonna find out. Kyle's gonna find out how many lives is left, and that's
I may be last.
He's gonna kill you once in each one until he finally kills you.
Yeah, I may be last Ronin here. Who knows? But yes, Mr. Knight is the greatest character ever. For he is a cat, and he is a bard, and he is superior, as is right for a cat. And then, of course, Bran came back, but he got transformed, and now he no longer worships Raven Queen, which was a twist.
Bitch.
So that was a twist.
I don't like her.
Your god is now the thing that just blew up, right?
Ooh.
Freed.
Better.
Freed.
Yeah, freed.
Think of it as like Genie, ultimate cosmic power, tiny little living space.
Got it. Yeah. Like teenage.
Yeah.
Are we all ready then?
Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So at least, no matter what, at least one character lives. No matter what.
Yeah. One of them will.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna die tonight.
We'll
Unless they're dead right now.
Of trying.
Unless they're
somebody
dead
was
right
out
now,
of the shield, so we'll find out.
Yeah. I mean.
So, last time you took this statue, got onto the Hazel's Folly, although we changed the name to the Hazel's what now?
Oh shit! It's probably in the artwork the excellent artwork that Dawn did.
I have in my last notes, boom, and then lots of dice. So
wait,
that's actually just what it says, right?
Was the Hazel's Folly the ship that we came here
No,
on
I thought
originally?
we came in on it. I thought we went out on a dinghy. I didn't think we went.
Yeah, we went out on a dinghy because
We didn't take
Mazetta wasn't there. I asked him, like, where's Mazetta?
No, we didn't take the Hazel's Folly. We took a dinghy and named the dinghy.
okay.
It was a small boat.
That's why I was like George Washington on the front.
That's right.
That's
Then our awesome artist Steve drew it.
The Hazel's dinghy.
The Hazel's
What you
dinghy.
forgot was Liver holding on to the bat.
It's on the other side.
You know what? You can tell. You can email her and tell her to add it. Sure, she'll see it. She'll add it.
All right. So, anywho.
She needs to change it so Mr. Knight's just batting Liver off the boat.
Oh God, that Mr.
Why won't you die?
He's begging her to kill you, probably. Kill him. Please kill me.
That's all it is. So you guys take the Hazel's dinghy with the statue of Kaza, 4 suckers who you managed to cajole into joining you. You get to the island. It is a hot mess. There is a dying aboleth on the shores, corrupted fire elementals, the mad piping sound as the eye of Azathoth is kind of splitting open, waking up.
Well, if there was one thing that scared me in this game, it was that.
Yeah, we both know. We both knew what that meant.
That was the one thing that actually got me like, what? Wait, what?
What the fuck is here?
No.
We're all really. Reality is his dream. He wakes up. We're all gone.
Everything's gone. Yeah. So
Everything's
you were
gone.
just risking.
Oh,
Honestly,
fucking hell.
if he didn't wake up from Fetnathoa, chaos would have ensued anyway. So it's like,
Wait.
You guys wouldn't have lasted long. Let's just say.
So wait. If Fetnathoa came into the world, he would have woken up and everything just would have been gone.
It would have been a dice roll, but yes.
Oh,
Whenever
so
the
like
great old ones begin to act up, Azathoth begins to awaken, and there's a chance that all reality as you know it shatters.
Oh, shit.
that's a cosmic crime,
Oh my god.
according to
Yeah.
Adventure Time.
So we really were right to be fucking shit. Damn. What the hell is that thing?
Oh, I was scared for a reason.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that is terrifying.
So you continue to climb up the summit of this newly formed island to the crater, the gate, and as the eye of Azathoth begins to open up, splitting the sky asunder, you look down into the gate and you see the roiling lava, the magma in the bottom there, as creatures pull themselves free of it and begin to fly out the entrance. You perform the ritual for freeing a trapped goddess at the last minute, let's say that. And instead of shoving it into the lava, which I thought would have been like a safer idea than, what you guys did, you decided to just hit it with an axe.
It was more awesome, and I don't think it was actually safer to throw it in there. This was the only way we ensured it broke.
Remember, it wasn't so
point.
much safer to throw it in the lava since there was like a bunch of things coming out of the lava that
It's also, it gave us a shield, so
we didn't know that until the
I
end.
also get to say my line.
Well, to be fair, yeah, you didn't you didn't know there was going to be a shield until
No,
you
I
happened to
didn't. That's
dedicate it.
why Anja told Riley to run, because I did not think that, or everyone to run, because I didn't think there was actually a shield.
Anja secretly wanted Riley to die.
No, that is so not true.
Murder.
I am not.
You haven't taken any damage this campaign. You're going to get it now.
All in one.
No.
Is that,
so,
Kyle, 231
he
hit points?
He took a shit ton of damage in the last fight, actually.
I think we got healed up right before we came over here,
did.
though. Yeah. So.
I was the only one that was down.
All right.
I didn't heal up.
So let's see. Make sure I got my fairly notes there. And you hit this statue, freeing Kaza, as you dedicate this battle, this victory to her. A shimmering golden warmth fills an area specifically 30 feet around the statue, which does not include Riley because he ran away.
So here's a question. My dex was lowered. Was my movement speed slowed?
No.
Not yet.
Dex doesn't affect your speed.
All right.
Just your heal was in the shield.
Just that dexterity saving throw you had to make later on down the road.
We get to keep your one pinky toe.
All right. And so this warm light suffuses, and then everything turns white. If you talk to the refugees of Farzine, the stories are all different. One will tell you about how a woman made of light simply descended into the volcano before it just shattered into pieces, the rocks floating in air before slowly descending down into the water. If you ask another one, it was a giant fireball, the likes of which have never been seen in the world, just shattered everything, vaporized everything on the island. And if you ask another, it was like the island was sucked up into the sky and disappeared into some unknowing thing with a loud I had you each make a wisdom saving throw against radiant damage, a constitution saving throw against fire, and a dexterity saving throw for bludgeoning.
Like
If
half
you
of
were
them.
within the shield, the glowing light of Kaza's embrace, even if you failed the wisdom or the constitution saving throw, you took no damage. If you were outside, you took all the damage. The total amount of damage was 231 points of damage spread across bludgeoning, fire, and radiant. Real quick, Bran has the that rogue ability where if he makes a dex saving throw, he takes no damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Honestly, you took no damage. How did you
God.
survive the blast of this volcano? And you are going to be the only person to tell me this because you took nothing.
Not
What
even the
happened to
radiant?
Bran?
I think it would be Kaza.
Mm-hmm.
Either I almost picture like the equivalency of a form of light just appearing in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
her facing Bran as he's like about to shield away, and just kind of like, stopping it while just staring at him all calm like. And then you just see the energy going around him, just like, an empty spot in an inferno.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. And when that inferno dies, Bran, your feet are planted in the sandy shores of Farzine. Not too far away from where. Actually, let's do this. You're on the Lighthouse Island. I like that a little bit better. You're kind of
Where he
separated from
died.
everyone else.
Where he
I like that
died.
place.
Where you died. There's still the vampire star spawn right there that killed you. Some of your blood still in there. It's gross. It's real gross.
No.
Some gods
No.
have a sick sense of humor, man.
You're terrible.
But you are on that island alone, as there is absolutely nothing remaining of the island of Fenathoa. Okay. You are able to get back to the village, and there is nothing of your companions. Another day goes by, maybe you search for them, and eventually, let's see here, who took the next? Anja.
There are
is
no more
found.
one shots. We're all dead. That was it. He killed the rest of us. The one person who all the, who all of his unfinished business unfortunately was finished, and there's no need for a one shot. It's the one that survives. Everyone else with unfinished business is all dead. I get how this is.
Yeah. Anja is
No.
found later on the shore somewhere on the island. Parties have been going out scouting to and fro, and Anja, that's when you wash up on shore.
I'm alive.
You're alive.
You wanna do I want to know how many hit points I took?
Give me half a second here. You're
I'm
found
curious.
on the shore with some paw prints in the sand. But you are alive. You didn't have to worry about radiant or fire damage. You did, however, take 80 bludgeoning damage.
Half for,
And so
I was
as
raging.
you were launched out, yes, you took half of that.
So I took 40.
You have 82 hit points left after that.
Something
Not
like
bad.
that, yeah. So what did
Yeah.
I say? You take 4. I'm hate for keeping 40, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate my keyboard. You're right, I have 82 hit points left. Yes.
Mr. Knight, taking advantage of Anja's bludgeoned body, being slightly invulnerable to it, managed to hide behind her as far as the explosion is concerned, launched himself, but took all 80 bludgeoning damage, is down to 73 hit points
Oh, okay.
out of the 153. And Riley?
Yep.
You are found out in the ocean itself,
Okay.
atop of
Hello?
atop of a wooden desk that is floating with papers, pens, inks, all that sort of stuff. It's just floating, and you are on top of it. You were blasted away by this radiant energy, taking 38 hit points. The fire proceeds to chase after your heels as you continue running down this island that is disintegrating underneath your feet as you are running, taking half damage thanks to the blessings of Kaza previously that do not give you immunity. But you weren't fast enough, and you managed to get to the ship that was crashed on the island before everything just... And one of the fishing vessels from Farzine found you a few days later. You had 148 hit points. You have 12.
Oh, but wait, it's a couple days, so he rests. So he has them all back anyways.
No. Don't ruin the storytelling.
This is how many hit points I have after resting.
I will say, if you did not have resistance to fire, you would most likely be dead.
You would have been the one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry. There is the one. Guillermo. Brave, loyal Guillermo. Was fine through the radiant, fine through the fire, but the rocks just bludgeoned him into his face.
Oh, no! He made it through 2. He made 2 saves? Oh no, that's right. He was
next to you guys.
Yeah, he was in the shield.
And I couldn't have protected him with my body.
No, the cat
took
took
the cat. Rude.
He
That's
had
awesome.
10 hit points. He ended with -70.
What was his total at full? Was it 10?
10 hit points.
Oh, 10 was his total at full. Oh shit.
As you said, he was a pincushion. His job was to take 1 hit.
I'm so sad.
And he didn't have to. Until you all killed him.
We did not kill him.
He did his job.
He did it well.
Wait. There's actually another one that we have to check on.
Who?
Did Liver make it?
Was Liver on the island?
Yes. He was on the boat. He was hanging off the side of the boat.
We know Liver made it.
We'll get to Liver in a bit here.
Oh no, he's
That's
really
actually the secret. That's actually the secret mission later on in the one shot.
He's the big B. He's the real. No, actually, we're doing it now. He's actually the real BBEG of this entire campaign.
That's right. I
Eventually.
told you not to bring any dice except a D20 for a final boss battle.
I mean, it's kind of. All my dice are kind of together, so.
Okay. Other than Bran, the rest of you are resting up in what makes a hospital. When you come across, oh my goodness.
Hey, I didn't lose any body
You don't
parts, right?
Write any names. Did you take a massive amount of damage? No, I think it was
Not
just
enough.
Riley. So, yeah, Riley, your once perfect skin
Oh,
has
come
returned to
on.
its. No, I'm kidding.
He didn't go unconscious.
He did not. I know.
What did we do? Did we know that we got thrown off the island, or it was like
It
we
just
sort
went
of
white,
flipped off?
and I
Or did it go
appeared
white
over
and
here.
yeah?
Pretty
Did we
much.
like get ported off the thing, or did we like feel ourselves
Stories are
actually
all
get thrown?
different. If you ask any member
No,
of
no,
the
no. How did
refugee,
we feel
how do you
when this
feel?
happened? Did we feel like we were
As I
being
said,
thrown?
yes.
Okay.
Riley was the one who ran away, had some time to actually experience the island exploding. Um, and of course, Bran was kept safe by Kaza because he's a stupid monk with this stupid dexterity.
Evasion.
Doesn't take any stupid damage, evasion, whatever.
Yeah. Monks are
So
awesome.
other than Bran, you guys kind of end up being treated at the makeshift hospital. You come across Father Domniku, and he is, as he treats you, you can look at his milky white eyes as they, no pupils, nothing left of him but white. And he is now blind. For as he tells you the story of what happened on the island, he is the only one who never looked away. And he is the one who says that he saw a semblance of the goddess of light stepping out, wrapping her arms around someone before disappearing. Merrick, who was at the hospital for a few days, has been tasked with joining the new Toa Guard as they go back down into the tunnels to find and salvage any of the Fentinathoa sacrifices to put them out of their misery.
Bran would be assisting, but he has a secondary motive to kill any and all ghouls.
Roll D100.
91.
91. Unfortunately, you don't encounter any ghouls.
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they're gone.
They're just all hiding.
I was going to say, yeah, you do see signs of ghouls, but you never actually encounter any. There are a few bodies that are salvaged that are put to rest. And you do find in the... Ooh, can I... In the rubble... Oh, I'm not going to be able to remember this, unfortunately. Dang, I hate when I have a good idea like that. The patron saint, not patron saint, the religious figure that was captured by the ghouls and held captives as a zombie. You find a few of her broken bones and some of her vestiges. A single raven feather embroidered on some rotten cloth. Okay. As you kind of finish resting up, the refugees of Farzine, no longer refugees, I suppose, at this point, of Farzine, there's a whirl of activity. Lothar is made into the acting magistrate. Wren riders, the hobbits who like to fly on these giant, massive birds, have been flocking in and out, reacting to this large light that has come through. And if you pay any attention, you find news that they have actually been trying to get to Farzine for quite a few months now, but have been driven off by wild storms.
Ooh.
You find the city of Urul-Katan, which you have called home, that the Church of Bakab has shattered and fell into the earth.
Whoa. What about oh, I can't remember her name because it was so long ago.
Cleo
Leo.
and
Did her
Jeremiah.
dad survive?
Benedict the 13th.
That's her dad, right?
That is her dad.
Did he live?
Is not been heard from.
Ooh.
However, there is rumors that just before the temple fell to the earth, that a purple-haired, dark-winged woman was seen entering the temple. Cleo? Maybe. Who knows?
Probably.
All right.
Purple's not exactly standard hair color.
Yeah,
Oh,
didn't she
come
have
on, Burn Azamar.
a tiefling friend?
Yeah, but they're still rare.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really common.
It's the end of the game, man, but I really
Quinky
want to
dink.
give you like awesome point right there for remembering that she had a tiefling friend.
That was when I was taking serious notes when Riley was a book nerd warlock.
Yeah, right.
I also
Yes.
remember I had a couple of those orbs, remember? The
Yes,
Bakabai
right.
orbs that I used in that ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you take the few days to heal, and what do you guys kind of do? We have Bran who goes out hunting down these ghouls / saving the victims from a unending, maddening life as a statue. What does... Let's go with Mr. Knight. What does Mr. Knight do as he begins to recover? I'm just pushing on to you. I'm going to ask you guys each this. If someone else
What?
wants to take over first, that's fine too.
So I feel like it's a little early for this, but Mr. Knight has completed his task.
Yeah, it's a little early for this because I have a favor to ask.
All right, fair enough. Go then.
All right, so I originally, up until about today, I was thinking about what does Anja want to do, and I was thinking perhaps cure the two insanities that are on her. I'm not sure I want to do that. It's sort of defined part of her. The question I have to start with this. She did not lose the axe, right?
Roll
In the
D100.
explosion. Oh shit! Because it's really bad if I actually lose the axe.
Mm-hmm.
But because treatment's going to be a bitch,
Mm-hmm.
they might have to actually cure. Oh, I need another. Where's my percentile? Here. That's not good. That's an 86. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully
Your
she
axe
was.
is 86.
Shit.
That
That's
was
gonna be
perfect.
That
that's
was perfect.
oh god. I wish it was a 69.
Yeah. Hey, that would have been
Anyway.
I don't know if you would have did that with an axe.
the axe would have been split in two, and you would have had two axes.
So the axe is gone.
The axe is gone. No one has seen it. If you go ask Lothar about it, because honestly, he's kind of been keeping an eye on you and being maybe a little shifty around you. Lothar doesn't know where the axe is either. He thought maybe you hid it.
All right, wait a minute. All right, so let me take that out.
Actually, let's see.
It's in
I'm not
Guillermo's
taking
body
Lothar.
somewhere.
Shit, is there any way to find
Guillermo
it?
actually lives because the axe saved him.
All right, so wait.
Or liver has it.
Oh god. All right, I'm not. Right now, I'm gonna just move it out of my gear to
And
somewhere
Liver
else.
travels through the world looking for a worthy opponent, someone to give him the end. He's always
All right, so now this becomes a whole lot more problematic, being healed, because she doesn't want to be touched.
Mhm.
We're back to that friggin' annoying thing.
Yeah, so you actually take an even longer amount of time to heal up because you are just refusing any sort of contact.
Well, I have
Anybody-
1 second.
I have materials to do it. I didn't want to do this, but I will if I've lost the axe and I can't function as a person.
You function as a person. You just function a certain way as a person.
That's too damn difficult.
So I can do it, but I need gold dust. Diamond dust.
We have I have 1,750 GP of material components.
I know where to find some Welcomite.
No, I think that
Mr. Knight can cast Greater Restoration to break her insanities.
How much is it? How much is it per?
100.
I assume that because I believe I asked this question of our awesome GM. I'm going to suck up because the material components I believe were for things like that. Correct.
Correct.
Welcomite will work.
If you had Welcomite.
But I do have
You can carve
1,700.
it from the walls that surround Farzine, although a lot of those have actually shattered.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Easier to
That'll
collect.
work even better.
Yeah,
Fine.
actually,
While I'm
you know
in
what?
the hospital, friggin' flailing around, like staying away from everybody.
I just see Mr. Knight using Bigby's hand to crush some Welcomite into dust, and he's like, just like,
no.
Do perfectly.
It's Bigby's cat paw, and it's like a scratching post.
Shavings
Anja,
come off the wall.
You know, Anja may have to reinvent herself like Riley did and totally change class for any future one-shots.
Yeah, so it still takes Mr. Knight a few days to recover and to get this Welcomite. And so, yes, it is torture for a few days for Anja until eventually Mr. Knight comes in with this Welcomite dust.
Damn, I'm going to owe Mr. Knight so much after this whole thing because this is stupid.
And at this point, we'll say it might take a few castings of the spell to actually drop the DC down to 0. I understand what the book says, but the way I've been doing it is you get to roll a dice, and that's how long it drops your DC. So it might take a few castings, but you have the material, you have the time. You are capable of curing Anja of both of her madnesses, as well as her new phobia of heights.
That's like.
Yeah, you got that one. You never had.
I thought you said that was. You said that was temporary.
Yeah, that was short term. Fine.
That was not supposed to be permanent. So.
You know what the best part is? I just love the fact
shit.
that Bran has a phobia, but no one realizes it.
Nope.
Or
because it makes sense.
Yeah,
yeah. He doesn't want to be seen or something.
Huh?
He doesn't want to be seen or something.
No. It's just he. He wants to kill all ghouls.
He has
the irrational hatred for ghouls.
Yes.
It's like,
is there a padded room in
there's nothing wrong with this.
In this hospital?
That's fine. That's cool.
Do we find Anja in a padded room in this hospital?
You're probably tied up or manacled.
Well, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not even trying to hurt myself.
You're a barbarian. We have to manacle you.
Yeah.
Do they really?
There's a pile of ripped up beds where they manacled her to the bed and we're trying to administer healing, and then she just rips it off. Don't touch me!
That was
But
at that little
after a day or two, huh?
remember there was that little hut that Bran was using on the outskirts
Yeah, the
of town
medical.
to
There
heat
was
the
a
medical hut?
doctor's.
The healing.
There was,
Yeah.
and
The healing
what
hut.
was the name of the kid that was helping out?
God.
Remember?
Oh
The
shit!
dead
Yeah.
kid now?
Actually, hold on. I
Wait,
have
the
that
kid
somewhere.
died?
Yeah, I
The
think
kid died.
I think so too.
That
But I could be wrong.
was Marju.
Yeah,
Yes,
Marju.
Margot,
Marju.
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 Oh, was he the one who had the family who was killed by ghouls? That's right.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, it's not the one that came with Cleo. What happened to Cleo's bodyguard?
Jeremiah?
Jeremiah.
He
Killed him.
turned
That's
into a ghoul.
right. He
Remember? We fought him.
disappeared. He
No. We
disappeared.
fought him as a ghoul. Well, technically, yeah.
We
He's
did,
out
but then
somewhere.
but we didn't kill him,
Yeah, you're not
and he
wrong.
ran off.
Yeah, so I have to go kill
So-
him now.
He,
That's what we're gonna do tonight. We want to
Oh.
fight.
oh
He's
my
one-armed.
gosh, guys.
He's literally one-armed. He's one of the big ghouls.
What happened was that is when Merrick dropped out of the campaign,
Hmm.
and he managed to retrieve, oh gosh, since
Sword
he
or
was,
whatnot.
I think all of you ended up with like 2 or 3 hit
Mhm.
points each.
Yeah.
Merrick was the only one who got away rather unscathed.
Yeah, we were about to TPK us all. We were
And
that close.
so
It's true.
And I don't think Riley was around that week. So I
something
think
along those lines, yes. But Jeremiah is dead,
Jeremiah's dead.
unless Merrick was lying to you.
oh yeah,
don't
man, he
know.
did say it.
On top of aging 5 years by eating that cookie, he might have gone a little insane too.
No?
All right, so we
Old
can
man,
actually
old
He
man
can't seem
Merrick.
to find any ghouls in those tunnels that he's been searching through, so yeah, there might be something to that.
all right, so Anja gets that cured, and then she gets better.
Mm.
There's one other
That's
unfinished piece of business then.
Yes.
Mr. Knight, if he's still around.
Mm-hmm.
Any way we can bring back my dream self? I've heard rumors, because I did a little reading, that if someone actually imagines you or dreams you in the dreams of you, that actually can bring you back. Like it's not a traditional form of resurrection. I don't know if that's true in this game.
Mr. Knight will. Where's my?
But is there a
Oh,
way
that
to bring
aspect's
my
good, yeah.
dream self back?
I do not know. We are not like. I am not like you.
I know.
The Dreamlands are part of me as I am a part of them. You are not a part of them, though you have a special connection.
All I know is I lived there for a long time.
So I guess at a game, I will ask the GM if he knows about anything when people die in the Dreamlands. Do people come back, or do the bodies just disappear? How does that generally work?
Depending on how they die in the Dreamlands.
Sure.
If their dream self dies, it's really difficult to tell depending on how much of a connection with the dreamlands the individual has. Give me a D20. Lore, Yogg-Sothory, or Arcana or Religion might be good too.
I suppose the two of us could put our heads together and give him advantage, can I?
It's more of what
Does he know?
what
Yeah, it's an
Mr.
8.
Knight has heard of.
That's an 8 total. Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, looking at the wrong character. My bad. 1 second.
That
1
idiot.
second.
Two characters. No
Yeah,
way.
He
my-
can survive a volcanic
14.
explosion,
Sorry,
but he
14.
can't think. Yeah, there are people with varying connections to the Dreamlands. Those with weaker dream selves normally just die and don't come back. It could even potentially be the end of their waking selves. And that's more of what you'll see in the city of Ulthar. Yeah, it's really hard to tell what would happen.
So Mr. Knight basically states, it varies greatly. There are things you could do, but I do not know what the outcome would be. You could wait to see if you simply re-exist there. But given your condition, I'm not sure it's quite as simple. I mean, you could attempt to travel there and see what happens.
That's supposedly what was cut. I could try.
It may reforge your dream self, or it may, well, end you. That is for you to try, though. Or not.
Oh my god.
The question is, do
I
you
could
wish to go
die.
back there?
It's part of who I am.
Is it?
Yes.
Were you born with this power like me, as he looks very smug about it? Or was it something that was done to you?
It's not exactly. I don't think I was born per se, or I was. But I was made to be a key to unlock. I'm basically a key. I have a power inside, and I have memories from the Golden City and the fall of the Golden City.
The question is, do you still possess those powers now that you've been killed in the Dreamlands?
I
Who
do
knows?
not know.
I think that is something that,
So
if you
wanna
wish to do, you can try, but I
I
cannot
so
tell
wanna
you.
try.
It is not a simple matter of me going over there and resurrecting your past self. At this point, anyways, it would be quite a bit of time have passed, and you would be quite
I could tell you where I was.
disgusting.
I could tell you. I mean, I could tell you where I was.
Oh, I believe I know who you were.
It was in. What the hell is it? It was at the end, but I don't remember the name of the end. It's a sleepy name.
Daggone
But
it.
like I said, it's been some time. Aside from that, you could seek out other powerful magics that could restore you. I've heard of casters that could cast spells that could grant wishes, in fact.
Maybe if you sacrifice some ghouls to Kaza, you'll be killing two birds with one stone, helping or not the ghouls, I mean the mummified corpses. You'll be releasing them, and also maybe Kaza would help you, like she's done in the past.
We could also look at gaining a pact like our Riley here. Maybe a entity of power
Why
could
go to-
restore you in some fashion.
I don't think that's worth it.
Honestly, I kind of want to pause for a second here. You know, the brand madness thing of, this irrational hatred of ghouls, and he's going around hunting down ghouls, but he can't find any. I kind of wonder if that will, evolve into a further madness. And maybe
Like-
Bran's going to start killing other things.
Oh
Frenetic ghouls, he is still
no!
of good alignment. He might go a little insane off of it and be, be very irksome. It's like,
Don't think about
anybody
that.
seen any ghouls around here? it's like that crazy anime / manga Goblin Slayer, the kill goblins.
You find out that there's ghouls in the Dreamlands, and you grab Mr. Knight. Take me through those ghouls.
How that could happen?
Okay, all right. I'm sorry for the interruption. I was just
No, please interrupt.
All right, go ahead.
I don't need the cat. He can always just find a caster that can do plane shift.
Oh, there you go.
I'm so tempted to. You know what? I've been wanting to see what happens. And if she could be open lying too, but she did kill me. I want to see if I can reconnect with the dream.
Yeah, sure.
What if I roll?
Go ahead and roll me
Which bag am I? Which the bag?
10 d10s.
Oh god, 10 d10. Fine.
Yes.
Each individual, right?
No, 2 at a time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wait, am I doing percentiles then?
Yeah.
10. Oh my god, 10
5
percentiles.
times.
This is gonna
5
go
times.
fucking bad.
Yeah.
63,
Okay.
35,
Okay.
76.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's good.
Oh, God damn it. 18. That's really good.
That's gonna just about do it there. Keep going.
One more.
Yep.
31.
Not bad at all. No, that has absolutely nothing to do. You cannot connect to the dreamland.
What the fuck did I do that for? Even the
He was
18?
punking you.
Obviously. Okay,
You-
so I just can't even
Dream
connect.
self has been murdered, and you try, but you are unable to find connection to the dreamlands.
Then
Say, do you want to spend time doing this?
I don't have anything else to
I
do.
mean, you guys can be here for a while. You can decide to eventually leave. I definitely want to hit up Riley before we even
Oh, yeah,
talk
no,
about that,
don't.
though. So if you're taking time, I want to go over to Riley for a
Yep.
bit here.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take time, but go on to Riley, please,
Yeah.
because I want to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah. Riley, what are you up to?
yeah,
You
so-
take this time to heal up,
Okay.
speak to Merrick a little bit. What are you doing in this time?
So you're saying I already did the healing up part?
You can have already done it. If you want to do something while you're healing up, you can you take longer than everybody else, unfortunately, to heal up. But
It'll take me a
Even
little-
me?
He's gonna get like the mummified look.
oh,
It's
that's
all right.
why. Maybe he walks with a slight limp, so now he only moves 30 feet around, so he doesn't run out of any protective.
That's
orifice.
called swagger. So I think what I'm going to do is I need to commune with ego a little bit because my job isn't done. So ego wants me to take him and bring him to his body, right? And kind of free him a little bit, I think.
Very much the same thing that you have done with Kaza.
God damn it.
He wants to be reunited with Id, who you have given to Ubo Sathla in the past.
Actually, everybody, you'll want to readjust your ability scores.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I assume that the dexterity damage was temporary, right?
Over the course of several weeks, you will be able to heal from it.
That's fine.
Or
if it matters, we can figure it out. I remember where I was at. It was a 7.
Okay. So while I'm healing, I'm going to be doing my communing with ego as part of it, as to just understand the process. We don't need to get into that now, but I just want to lay that groundwork. So if we do start that one shot, my character and ego like have a good idea of what needs to happen with it.
yeah, no,
and then
very similar to what ego has already explained with, and that you've witnessed with Kaza herself. You know that there's going to be a big ritual once you reunite them, and where you end up destroying the book, and there could possibly be an explosion. Although Ego, having seen it up close, thinks that maybe he could do a better job and maybe not cause an explosion this time.
Sounds good.
The
Also,
issue-
we found this body before, right? This was the one that choked Anja in that temple underground, and that's where I originally got my stone tablet from that pedestal. Very early in the campaign.
You had a stone tablet from
The
first
temple.
communing with Ubo Sathla.
Remember,
You absorbed his tablet as well.
Yeah, so remember this. We went underground. We were very early
Yes.
level.
Yep.
We came across the temple. There was like a being speaking abyssal or something, or deep speech or whatever.
Yes.
And he was staring at the book on the lectern, and I just grabbed the book he immediately started attacking us. He choked Anja, remember?
Mhm.
And we
never
subdued him.
forget.
I thought that was id. I thought that was Ego's body, since he was also some of the words we heard were Ubosathla and such. And then when I grabbed that book, it was then later that dream, which I later acquired the tablet. So I just connected the two, maybe inappropriate or incorrectly, but I'll commune with Ego, and I want to figure out the actual info if possible. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I just
No,
trying
no,
to
no, you're fine,
recollect
you're
what
fine.
I know, so you know.
So you started off the campaign with this stone tablet that you received when you communed with Ubo Sathla, and whenever you touched the tablet to written words, it would absorb it. You went to the Father Dagon library in Resante
Mm-hmm.
and were just picking up a whole bunch of information um, from someone who may have had some connections with Ubo Sathla, now that you come to think of it. um, when you went down underground and confronted, um, yes, Id,
Okay.
although a torn, shredded portion of him. Um, this is the way I recall it being quite vividly, was that Id started strangling Anja, and you ran over to the tablet that Id was reading from
So
and
it was
tried
the
to absorb it as well,
so
which
the
is
it
when you started
so
having
wait
that
it wait
connection.
it was the mold. Wait, what the hell was he?
It was like that mutated creature, that tentacle thing.
It's a
Remember the one I had to kill
ooze.
because of my hand of harm.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was yeah. So it was the ooze.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought he
I
was
didn't realize that.
I thought the issue with that was he wasn't really attacking us until I grabbed the book. But
Maybe that's what it
maybe I got
was.
it
I
mixed
think
up.
yeah
Either
no
way,
yeah
Anja
that
got
sounds
screwed
right.
over because
Yeah.
you wanted this book
Because
information.
I remember I used oil to try and use fire to separate them, but that
Mhm.
only separated them, and then Bran had to take them fully down.
Yes.
But cool. So that was a cool recap. So I know where I need to go for my one shot beyond my healing then. So after I heal up, at least
Yeah.
with my hit points,
Mhm.
what I'm probably going to do is I'm still uneasy about everything going on with this island.
Yeah.
Like yeah, we released Kaza, but
Mhm.
like, what about Cthulhu? What about Fet? What about like the eye in the sky? Like, what about all the other dangerous things that still seem to be lurking around corners? So I'm going to be
Stop right there.
assisting. Okay.
Give me a dread saving throw, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
As you talk
You dreaded yourself.
into madness.
Oh my God! Here
yeah,
we
no.
go.
So here's the thing. That
This is
totally
when he
makes sense.
fails. He
I
fails in
hope.
the last fucking episode.
So that was a 23.
No, God damn it, you didn't fail. You never failed.
I never fail.
It's ridiculous.
Um,
You're the one who wanted it.
well, that's
Yeah,
fine.
no.
I'm
It's this madness that starts to creep in, but then you realize you can do something about it, and you do something by.
So I'm collecting information first because there are some people around this place that seem to be knowledgeable.
Mhm.
And I know Kava's respite is maybe still missing. And Mr. Tumnus or Zachariah is seemed to be knowledgeable a little bit about what's going on with some of the eldritch things. Or at least he seems to be a survivor. So what I would be doing is
Mhm.
trying to discreetly collect information around town from anyone who may be knowledgeable under the guise of mending and trying to repair Farzine and get people back on their feet. And while doing that, having some discussions and gossip and figure out, hey, that was crazy, right? Like, oh man, hopefully nothing else like that happens again. And then like, just try to get some information a little bit discreetly in preparation.
Ooh. Okay.
Um,
You do this. Um, this town was already paranoid about deep ones. Like, whew. If
Yeah.
Liver didn't have the cover of the takeover of Farzine, he may have been driven and strung up and killed because he had a few scales growing on him. You get the sense that the people are still paranoid of the deep ones. Maybe even more so. There's people on watch out at sea, and as you kind of you had that barrier put up made from all the sunken boats, and those are kind of starting to be pulled back out into the bay, save a couple of them with their masts so tall that they have um, people watching at night and during the day to keep an eye for deep ones. You don't get any good information, I will say, that
Okay.
there are deep ones present on the island. There are some of the watchmen will say, at 3 o'clock in the morning before the sun rises, there's splashing in the water, maybe a little bit of a yipping of a dog or something like that on the beach edge, um, but no sounds of that.
Also,
Mhm.
I don't think anyone reported Guillermo's death.
We have
And
could be
he
all of them because
Yeah,
Well,
there's
we
a
here's
few
lost them
people whose
all.
well,
death
no,
needs to be.
here's the thing. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think everyone really knows that Guillermo's dead yet. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna use my little hat of disguise self to
Okay.
sometimes turn into Guillermo, hoping to get some information that way too. Um,
Roll a D100.
Clever.
yeah, D100. Let's see. Where? That doesn't bode well. 66.
66. Okay. Um, you're going to kind of find out the same information. You turn into Guillermo on occasion, kind of barge in onto these ghoul hunts that are going on. Um, and what you'll hear is that these shrines to Fet, um, which was, of course, a cover for Fet Nathoa on in the town and on the slope of the volcano have been destroyed as if magically.
Perfect.
If you hear from some of the people who are going underground with Merrick, sometimes with Bran, you'll find that there are destroyed shrines to Fenathoa. Some look like they have just kind of disintegrated. Others look like they've been torn apart by claws,
Mm,
um, shredded. They're thinking it's signs of unhappy ghouls, but so far they haven't been able to find any other trace of ghouls other than that. Um,
okay.
at one point, a woman, an elderly woman, comes up to you. Guillermo, there you are, my boy!
I act like my voice box is damaged a little bit, raspy, so to try and disguise my voice a little bit, so she doesn't recognize it's not me,
Gonna break her heart.
and then give her a hug.
Yeah. And she invites you home to eat. You've got to tell me everything, and you spend an evening, I hope, maybe not, I don't know, miming this story that you make up for poor
Raspy
Guillermo.
voice. I can get some basic words across, but I don't think I'm gonna spend an entire evening with her. I might break her heart a little bit by when she turns around dipping out into an alley and then undisguising myself and be like, ooh, that was close. Um you're muted.
I think he's doing it on purpose now.
Yeah,
I
he is.
think.
Now he is.
Unmute yourself, will you?
Oh, shoot. So
Yeah.
you go out into the town, and Anja and Bran and Mr. Knight. There's just a random night where there's a yelling for Guillermo. Guillermo, where are you? I've made your favorite, Guillermo.
Oh no.
Me as a cleric will let them know. Since I have specialty in this stuff, it must be a spirit of Guillermo. He must have some lingering attachments with he. I'm a cleric. Obviously, I would know about these things.
Sure.
Give me a roll. D20 persuasion, deception. It seems very likely on this one.
Yeah.
Just to see how well you comfort her.
Persuasion, I guess.
Yeah.
26.
20. She is, I mean, crying, and it is
I comfort
a
her
ugly
as
cry,
Riley.
yes. But she is convinced that her dead son Guillermo will come and visit her in the night on occasions whenever she makes her his favorite meal. And so for the next couple of weeks, you find
I
her.
ask her. I'm like,
Yeah.
by the way, what is Guillermo's favorite meal? I only knew him briefly, but I would like to know more about him.
Whatever it is, Riley hates it. So, every time he goes there, he's gonna it's cute. He's gonna stomach something.
Favorite
Yams?
meal is yams.
Yams? Okay.
Yes.
Yams and fish.
I'm coming up with a cover story character as a spirit ghost thing. I don't know how this is gonna work, but
Oh
we'll figure it
no,
out.
what are you doing? Oh,
Oh
God,
yeah,
this is
you
gonna
know
be
what?
awesome.
If you ask her about Guillermo, she gives you so much information that if
Perfect.
you ever want to disguise yourself as Guillermo, I'm not going to have you roll. You succeed with the people who know Guillermo.
Perfect.
Jeez, you piece of crap.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Also,
yams.
as Riley, I help mend. Remember,
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
sure, yeah.
I'm helping
Help
out.
her out.
I console this
You're not
old woman.
destroy-
I help out the town.
Mhm.
You're not destroying things, you destruction domain cleric.
I am destruction, but I specifically destroy things that
You're destroying
are
sadness.
harmful knowledge.
You're destroying sadness. So
Kinda.
Yeah, exactly.
But the
Yeah.
idea is Riley originally was seeking knowledge at all costs, thinking that there's no bad knowledge. All knowledge is
Mhm.
fine. I have learned since then that is incorrect. So now as a destruction domain cleric, my goal is to hunt out the knowledge that I deem not okay for this world and try to
this is
destroy
gonna go
it.
great.
Yeah, I said that's
he's
not gonna
literally
go
just gonna
bad
be
at
going
all.
across the world burning libraries.
Yeah.
Not necessarily burning libraries. I'll be selective about what
Let's go
I
ahead and
destroy.
start this
but
somewhere. While you're pretending to be Guillermo at Guillermo's mom's house, she's like, "Oh, and I have your favorite book here, Ia Cthulhu Ptagin." Right into the fire. Guillermo, it was your favorite.
What the fuck was Guillermo? Jesus.
actually,
There's a reason why he came to the island.
I
but
am
if he's from
trying to
that
collect
side-
information about eldritch beings specifically so I can
take this children's
prepare and
book.
hunt things down. But yeah.
It's probably a friggin' children's, picture book.
Did I find any
My first
information
Cthulhu
or
book.
rumors about Kava's Respite or Zachariah? Because I did have the intuition that floating invisible island was right above the missing Kava's Respite.
Mhm.
And I saw the rock fall.
Sure. You go to visit the location to see what can be repaired there, and it very much looks like the building itself lifted up out of the ground. There is the cellar that was there. The cellar looks like it still stayed on there. I mean, although it's now open to the sky. There
Oh.
is a table, several casks of the local caffeinated beverage that's made with the kava kava tubes that are grown on the island. And so there's several barrels of that, although those have been um, picked clean. There's maybe one or two left there. And as you kind of look in the area, beneath some of the storage, you can kind of see this perfectly shaped glass-like orb. Imagine the Palantir from
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, although much smaller.
Is this similar to the Bakabite orbs that I had previously? The two other ones?
It's something different from that. It's an
Different.
actual physical stone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I find any traces of the secret passages that Anja referred to before when she was in hiding and when they came to collect the cats of Uthar that one time and Zakraja sold out a cat or two? I don't know if that was under Kava's respite or if that was in a different area.
That was in Kava's respite.
That was
hid
in
out.
the back room of
Yeah.
Kava's respite.
And that back room is gone.
It's gone, yes.
Okay, cool. Well, now that there's nothing here, I'm gonna plant a little flag and say this now belongs to the saviors of Farzine. This is our
We
little
have a
plot of land
name?
now.
Is that our name? Is that our name?
I have decided it is.
I have decided.
I
Hopefully,
think that's great.
I don't think there's enough people around to complain, so I'm just gonna stake out this
I have
little
spoken.
plot.
Hey, do people treat us as heroes?
I mean, they might be grieving or afraid. I don't know. Is
How are we
Lothar
treated?
still around? He knows us. He knows. that
Lothar
we
is still around. He's probably mad because I lost the axe.
helped. Oh, well,
Probably.
that doesn't
Mad.
bode well. Oh yeah, he did get spiked with those quills in his face and had a rough time there right before this for a month
Yes.
or a week or something.
It wasn't too long before that. But
Okay.
yes. Oh my goodness.
So that's what I'm doing, Kyle. You can move on from me. I think that is enough for me for now.
Sure. As you kind of do your research into this, and you kind of think of what the surrounding area seems to be rather cleaned of much eldritch happenings. You don't discover anything new for Cthulhu, of Fetnathoa, of the ghouls. You encounter Guillermo's mom and manage to burn a book on Cthulhu that Guillermo owned. And as you kind of think about how you are going to approach retrieving id, retrieving, as we called him, id was the book cover to Ego's manuscript that you hold. You realize that you've regained all of your memories back when you separated yourself from Ubo Sothla, except one. You cannot remember the ritual that started everything to begin with. And Ego cannot recall his own beginnings with Ubo Sothla either.
Maybe that's for the best.
Yeah. Perhaps some more research will have to be done on trying to figure that one out.
If you want
hold on
to.
to the stone for a while? That was found in Kava's respite?
Can I use Arcana or something to try and figure out maybe what it is?
Yeah, sure.
Or a guesstimate? All right. So I'll roll Arcana and hope. That was a nat 20 plus 7.
You recognize this as some form of sending stone.
Sending stone. Ooh. Are they able to spy on me right now?
You don't think so. You think it's more for sending messages one way or another.
Do I have an idea of where, if it has to send to a pair or if it's multiple receivers that it can send to? Like,
With only one sending stone, it's kind of hard to tell what it's paired to.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I find out, I make sure to share with the rest of my party the next time I run into them. Want to make sure that they're aware, and I'm actually gonna hand over the sending stone to the rest of the party. I don't want to hold on to that.
Give
Okay.
it to Bran.
Yeah,
Give it
so
to Bran.
far, Kaza seems to be anti-Eldritch. So Bran seems to be a good choice to hold on to this. Mr. Knight, I don't think can really hold on to it.
Just
Does
bat
that
it
have
around.
thumbs?
You just put it on the table. He just knocks it off the table, and he just looks at everyone like, "What?"
I'm right. Yeah.
Okay. I
So
think
you
that
found
brings
that.
us.
So do you tell us any speculations on what what you believe the sending stone might go to?
So my gut is telling me that somehow Zachariah somehow had some forewarning about like all the stuff that's going on because Kava's respite happened to be missing and
Mhm.
I think was invisible above the field because I saw the stones fall. Watching over everything makes me think that there's some sort of conspiracy. So the sending stone probably connects to the conspirators related to Zachariah. So I think this may be relevant to some things that come in the future.
Did
That's my
the
gut feeling, and I relay everything that I saw and the conclusions I possibly come to from that.
did the invisible city disappear? Like, did it stay over us, or is it because I mean you
I
could
think
see it.
once I called it out, it moved on, I'm guessing, but it was still invisible. I couldn't see it after that. I just saw the things that fell off of it, which was like some of the rubble.
Reminds me, there are some bloated corpses of some hound-like figures that eventually wash up on shore.
Oh God, yes,
Nice.
that was
Swimming
funny.
is not what a hound of Tindalos does very well.
No, that was funny. Oh my God, that was funny.
Okay. Um, I think, Mr. Knight, we were going to finish with you. Was there anything else that was going on there?
So with Bran, other than tracking down stuff, I will say Bran will actually really slide into the religion of Kaza.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah, can we
was
go around
fairly
one more
religious
time?
with the um
Can't even
the
remember
Night
her name
Queen,
anymore.
the Raven Queen.
River Queen.
So he now is leaning towards that. So he will actually really uh, learn and delve into the religion as well as hunting down ghouls, because that just seems reasonable.
Of course, yeah.
Um, but he'll be focusing a lot on that. He will also pen a letter to his father now that communication has opened up again.
Yeah.
A brief letter letting him know that events have happened, very tragic, very epic events, but that his son Marcus fell. And he will say he died a warrior in it. He won't really go into much detail other than that, leaving it very ambiguous. And he will send that off. But basically, at the end of it, he will say, like, I plan on staying here and possibly moving on to other places, but do not expect me to be coming home anytime.
Yeah. You are able to get this message out via one of the Ren writers. And eventually, the curiosity of several of the other nations' ships begin filling up the harbor once again. People wanting news about the bright light they saw in the sky. Um, you receive a letter back, and there is no ship from Arul-Katan, only this um, halfling rider coming in. Yeah. It's a stern, simple letter to the point. I see. I'm glad he died with honor. If you choose to stay there, there can be no protection. With events here, we forfeit claim to Farzine. There's a chance things will become quite bloody there, like you've never seen.
How many one-shots do you have planned? Oh, man.
Good luck. And this is your stepfather, Bran. Is this typical? Is this because he doesn't care? Or maybe he cares too much? What does this letter tell you?
I would say it feels typical, but at the same time, he can probably tell that his stepfather was never a man of, was a man of few words, always stoic and not really showing emotion or whatnot. As to what his emotions are, Bran can only speculate. He's lost his only son, his only true son, and he's fairly alone at this point.
Well, he was getting married to a third wife.
Yeah, well, he may
Who
just be
knows how
occupied
that
with that.
went?
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
As for Mr. Knight, Mr. Knight will slip away to Ulthar and go invisible to see how things are.
Oh, there's the one shot.
I still need to
there.
know where all those
Fucking
Saturn cats are.
It's Snowball. That fucking asshole.
Mhm.
There's the one shot right there for Mr. Knight. We get
No,
to go murder.
I could finish it right now if I wanted to.
Go murder.
I could.
Go murder Snowball.
I could. And I don't even need to be nearby.
You go to Ulthar. Is this early on in your recovery or a little bit later on after help?
Probably a little bit later on.
Okay.
Not like too much later. Probably like maybe like just about a week after. We'll say.
Hey, by the way, no signs of any great old ones lurking about the Dreamlands, is there?
Well, that's part of the reason of going there.
Yeah. Invisibly, you can go through and you can already see the Dreamlands have a way of healing themselves from devastation quite quickly, especially when the problem has been removed. And so the outside of the city, the walls where it has kind of been torn up, are kind of already stitching themselves back to their usual shapes. The people of Ulthar are in their natural state subservient to the cats, as always.
That should be.
Mm-hmm. You manage to arrive in time to see. It's not a herd of cats, a herd of cats all making their way to the center of town to where Snowball makes his home.
Fuck that cat.
And you hear them yowling outside of Snowball's door. Various cries denouncing the Saturnanian cats that have kind of these ruthless mercenary cats that have kind of occupied Ulthar and that they are tired of hearing it. At one point, one of these Saturnanian cats, which have been just kind of perched on the roof, actually pounces down because one of the cats, aptly named Mittens, due to his stripes on his back, makes this jab at one of these cats, and it leaps down completely monstrous to strike a blow, and then is quickly covered in cats and brought to the ground. Blood spills, and the cats proceed to claw their way into the house. Give me a perception check. No, honestly, you have a high frickin' passive perception. What am I talking about here?
What's your passive perception of Mr. Knight?
Passive is only his passive perception is only 21.
Yeah, Bran is the one you're thinking of.
All right, I'm thinking
it's not like
Bran.
insane.
That's the problem with. You will need to roll a perception check.
Only a 19. That was lower than 21. I rolled an 8.
Yeah, no.
Wait, do I get advantage on this?
For what? Oh, for smell? Smells like a bunch of cats right now.
Yeah, good point. That's normal. That's normal.
That's normal.
Oh my god.
I gotta roll again. 23.
20.
Slightly better.
Yeah, still not high enough. You watch as the Saturn cats leave their fallen, broken acquaintance and flee from the rooftops. Not flee, but retreat from the rooftops. And you bear witness to all these cats breaking into the home. If you wish, you could probably manage to squeeze in there before you're actually able to see an open window.
I'm gonna go. I want a higher view. I want to watch from above. Also, because I have it, and I didn't get to use it that much, but I might as well now. I'm gonna start using my telepathy, and I'm gonna speak to Snowball. Snowball.
You're going to do what and speak to
Snowball? I'm gonna use my telepathy and speak directly to Snowball in his mind.
Do you have to have eye contact with Snowball? Or see Snowball?
Yes, I will go get visual of him.
Okay. You getting high ground, looking in through windows. As I said, there is an open window. You do not see Snowball. He is either cowering in the house somewhere, behind sights of the window. It's hard to tell.
Oh, I know what I could do then. So, since there is a whole bunch of cats, I don't care about hiding as much anymore.
Yes, there's a clod of cats.
But I will cast a spell.
Okay.
I don't need to see Snowball for this.
Okay.
Let's cast the lower level one. This is only level 5. Psychic Lance.
Okay.
Basically, I unleash a shimmering lance of psychic power from my forehead at a creature that you can see within range. Alternatively, you can utter the creature's name. If the named target is within range, it becomes the spell's target, even if you can't see it. If the named target isn't within range, the lance dissipates without effect. So he'd have to be within 120. So this way I can tell if he's around.
Roll a D100.
But what if Snowball isn't his true name?
We'll find out.
His name is Festerbottoms.
44.
44. Yeah, no. You concentrate. I need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yes.
Jeez. 2
It
on
smells
5.
like failure.
Ooh, that's 28.
That did smell like failure.
So you concentrate, you utter Snowball's name, and you feel this lance go out, and it's not going to Snowball's house, rather in the directions that the Saturn cats were retreating in.
Oh, he ran away with them.
I will then yell out,
And
he
you
is escaping with the
feel-
invaders, everybody. I want to rile them up.
Oh, yeah. Roll me.
I
Let's
want
see
to
how
roll
riled up they
performance.
get.
I am going to perform. I'm going to basically give a speech about this Snowball has oppressed you for so long. He has brought invaders, outsiders, creatures to cower you, treat you like dogs in your own home.
Oh, that's an insult.
He
Oh.
cowers behind them. He tries to trick you and try to flee. But we are the cats of Ulthar. Those that hurt us, those that offend us, those that oppose us will pay.
No one
Roll
can
with
ever kill a
advantage.
cat in Ulthar.
Oh, that was almost a nat 20. 23, though.
Okay. That is with advantage?
No.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You
Oh.
just said they're being treated like
Did you roll on that
dogs.
20?
No, but 32.
Whoa! Nice.
Right. Yeah, no. They are bloodthirsty. If you thought the yowling was loud before, it truly turns into not this gathering of cats, but the famed cats of Ulthar, where they transform almost into this one being.
Almost like January
clawing their
6th.
way like
Incite a riot, Mr. Knight.
And yeah, you feel as this lance chases after the Saturn cats, and you're able to rile them up and send them that way. Snowball is found on the ground. If you keep up with this litter mob plotter of cats.
Slaughter of cats. Thank you, Riley.
Honestly, you probably become the head. You are the one thinking cat in this plotter at the moment. And so you direct every motion that they do. Yes, they find Snowball on the ground. You are there to witness Snowball's demise.
Yes, with telepathy though, I wish to, and you know what? I want to speak as the whole collective, like the voices of every cat.
Yeah.
This is
You
what
are
you
in charge of
deserve.
cats.
Yeah, this is what you deserve. This is your demise. Not only will we eat your lives, we will eat your soul.
Can you have Snowball do a dread save?
Valid.
If Snowball were to survive, Snowball might die of fright. And Snowball is engulfed in this. And
well, nicely done. Take away that one shot, will you?
Normally, the people of Ulthar just go about their daily lives just making sure they don't step on cats. They give the treats out. No matter what's happening, they just kind of like NPCs. They just go about their lives, but treat the cats normally. But as this group forms, there's this pause, and every one of them goes inside, locking the door until the cats of Ulthar dissipates. If you choose to be the leader of the pack, they go after the Saturn cats.
Oh yeah, we will rout them, if not outright destroy them.
And you are able to slaughter 7 of the 9 Saturn cats. The last 2 begin their moon jump, flying to the sky, glinting like diamonds as they disappear. Do you send cats to pursue them?
No.
Okay.
We will dissipate, and I suggest that Mittens becomes the new head, the new cat in charge, because he has wonderful stripes on his back.
Yes.
That figures.
Totally
valid that cats would decide the leader that way.
I'm gonna send our GM a quick message.
Oh no, what are you up to?
Trouble.
What? Did you just kill your camera?
Did I?
Super.
You did.
I did, okay.
Did you just kill?
I don't know, did I? No, everything seems fine still.
Okay.
Okay, message.
While that happens...
Nope, you screwed it up.
Oh, okay.
Me and you were screwed up, all right, so there you go, we're back.
He popped right back in. We're good.
We're back.
Yeah, okay.
It was amazing. It was only 2 of us that got screwed up. Now all 4 of us.
Yeah. All right. While that's being typed up, Anja, you wanted to... Let's do one last go.
Let's do it around, because I was thinking.
And then we're going to have to either stay on Farzine or leave Farzine.
I mean...
And let's talk about what you want to do first before that.
All right, so after unsuccessfully trying to connect, I'll try periodically now and then, but I'm gonna reach out with my mind and see if I can contact my sister. That's the only thing I can think to do. Maybe furthering that plot. It's the only thing I can think to do right now. I mean, if I can't reach her, I just basically spend my days sort of trying to figure out what to do because I'm like totally a bit lost. I'm no longer crazy. I can't feel my rage that way. And I've lost this part of me that was such a big part of me for, I don't know, it started developing when I was in early teens. So the thing is, she does have this connection with Khazra as well.
Sure.
So I'm thinking, plus also I'm gonna need a friggin' weapon. I'm thinking that maybe since we can replace levels with things around these parts apparently, that I'm gonna take up the mantle of Khazra. And instead of being a barbarian, I'm going to be a paladin of Khazra. Give me a little direction in life. And this is why I decided after a number of days of pondering all this. While trying to see if I can mentally, if there's a bond between me and my sister, as there sometimes is, and see if I can contact her in my brain, reach out.
Okay.
She can do mental things like that, so why not?
Yeah. I want to hold off on that for a second.
Okay,
Riley,
we'll put a
any
pin
last
in it.
things before we decide to stay on the island or leave?
Any
Rather,
last
I guess
things?
who leaves the island, I suppose.
I mean, then we wouldn't be together to do all these one-shots.
That may happen.
I do want to stay together if possible, but I still have business on this island for my one shot.
Exactly.
Id, right?
Oh, id is not on the island. You
So-
gave id to Ubo Sathla. You need to travel to a different plane of existence.
Oh,
we
so I can
can-
do that anywhere. All right,
Yeah.
You can do that anywhere. You have to figure out the ritual to do that.
Oh,
But it-
and I
But
can.
it is easier for all of us if we're all together.
The subtle hint I had earlier was, yeah, remember that library at Rosante where the
Yeah,
library owner
I remember
seemed
there
to
was a
have some sort of
library
concoction?
and a cauldron and daggone it in. I remember that, and I also
Daggone it
remember
in.
not to go up to that little shrine on the hillside
Yep.
or on the cliffside.
Fuck
I
that
know what you're talking
place.
about. That shrine was great. It was
Fuck
Yeah.
that place.
Okay.
Rosante.
Yeah, so that can kind of be done somewhere. Honestly, you need to do research, and that information, Ego does not possess it, and it's not going to be on this island, as Ego is probably the most knowledgeable creature on this island, I would
That's
say.
fine. If we do leave, I think we've inherited the Hazel's Folly. We're the last remaining members of that ship, and so we have that with a cool little guardian golem. So,
Bran, well,
yeah.
does Bran wanted to stay, but
I mean, I'll stay with Bran if he wants to stay until we're ready to all leave.
I think that's good.
For Bran, it depends because Bran may go proselytize Kaza, or they may make this a center and he may stay here because there is ghouls to hunt down. But if I can't find any ghouls here, I may have to go hunt ghouls.
I mean, I'm more than happy to stay and be with you too.
A future thing where maybe it's 2 months, 3 months. If you think it's going to be like a year or something like that, then that's something. But Obed Velt, the druid shipbuilder, is able to rebuild the Hazel's Folly. He does not work in metal. And he tells you about that he's finished the ship. You need to hire a few sailors, although now that more people are streaming into Farzine, there's people from Uskin, from Astrua, Jopet, Matrolk, Shavesk, all of these other nations in this kind of bay of these nations here. You could find sailors to sail the ship once more. And if you go on ship when Obed shows you around, you see that there is a very misshapen little wood golem. He has a little barrel for a chest, and he really comes up to most everybody's knees.
We can need a
I
crew,
didn't
though.
have as much scrap wood after I finished the thing, but this is everything that was left of the old ship. And as long as he's around, it should work all right.
Nice. I am going. I mean, this
Mazetta!
isn't Mazetta.
No. Call him Pint.
Well, Mazetta is not an eldritch being or anything of that sort. It's just normal arcana stuff, so I'm okay, I think, with that.
Yeah.
And I might tinker around with him a little bit as our defender of the ship and kind of
We're gonna need
the ship.
We need a crew though, because I don't think the three of us can crew a large ship.
Mage hand, Bigby's hand. We got enough hands. We can. No, I'd rather have an actual crew. I agree. Now we need to pay the crew.
That's the problem. We have like no fucking
wave a little bit.
money.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There might be some people from Farzine who are trying to leave. And
that's true.
Being a community on the island, on the ocean, they may have some basic skills that could help. So we could say, hey, if you'll help us pilot the ship, at least to our first stop, we'll get you off Farzine and see if there's any takers.
Yeah.
No pay, but
you can...
we'll get you out of here.
As long as you feed us and give us a place to sleep.
Plenty of potatoes and yams.
That was Guillermo's favorite.
I know.
And
I know.
fish. And fish, of course, fish. There's tons
And
of
fish.
fish.
Yeah.
Maybe a deep one.
Weird,
No.
weird three-eyed fish.
So you are able to find crew for the Hazel's Folly. You're managed to gather quite a few things. Board the ship and make sail. You are the heroes of Farzine.
The
Saviors.
saviors.
There is the
of
saviors.
Farzine.
Yeah, honestly,
We are the
saviors of
savior. That's
Farzine.
our party name.
The bringer of the light of Kaza. Truly.
I have one question. That's kind of important.
Mhm.
Could I possibly get? I would really like a nice sword because I don't have a friggin' axe, and I'm not gonna be able to do much good unless I have something.
It's waved off.
Hand waving.
Do I get? Oh, so
And
that mean I get one? A really nice plus
I
one.
expected this to be an hour-long thing, maybe
No.
even a half an hour-long thing.
Oh,
Clearly, I was
no.
wrong.
No, I
I'm
knew there
waiving
was
this.
some
I'm
doubts.
going to at least end before the 2 hour.
All right.
No,
Kyle-
this was
Well-
a quick question.
We'll let you do the monologue, Kyle.
Unless
But-
there's anything else.
No.
So
The key thing is I want to stick together with the party.
Okay.
Everything else we can figure out.
Wait, what about Mr. Knight? Will you stay with us if he comes back?
Yeah, you don't see Mr. Knight.
I mean,
And
he
you
can.
think maybe he's just stayed in Ulthar, perhaps to lead the city of cats. You don't know. You can't travel to the Dreamland, so you don't know.
Bitch.
It's the day of,
That's why I wanted to fix myself.
and you board the ship. You are seen off, the saviors of Farzine. And as the ship kind of opens up sails and you look back, you can see all the town is cheering for you. And you see a little girl in her dress, her nicest dress she has. It still has holes on it. Looks like there's a stain in it. And there is the most miserable looking cat as she takes its arm and waves it at the saviors of Farzine.
That's Snowball. No, he
Mr.
died though.
Knight?
Mr. Knight, why is he with her?
Don't know. You just see this cat
The
and
fuck?
doesn't even really care to look at you all that much.
Mr.
It's
Knight.
just being forced to wave, and then the little girl starts petting him and feeding him a treat from her pocket as you
Fuck.
guys set sail away from Farzine to your future adventures.
Mr. Knight had a mission. He completed his mission. He went back to his home.
Now it's the three of us, Bran, Anja, and Riley.
Yeah.
But why the hell is he being tormented by a little girl on this world?
That's his person.
Oh,
That was his original person.
You didn't even say goodbye to us, you dick.
It's a cat.
That's right. I have it right, you dick.
Yeah, he's no longer a Dreamland's cat. He's now just a normal cat.
He's just a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Suck. I wanted to take him. I wanted him to be his person.
The ship sails off into the distance, become tinier and tinier until it disappears into the sky. Guys, thank you very much. This has been my first campaign that I have ever run. I did not think it would take 3 years. I appreciate
only
it.
Now
play-
you know.
Wait. We only play 2 hours and every other week. It's going to take 3 years. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It takes this long when you play
And
every
so,
other
yeah, I appreciate it. Pay attention to Murder Hobo Inc. There will be something that will eventually fill in this Thursday spot. As for next time, there will be the usual shows going on until something is figured out for these. Keep an eye on everybody here because it's always fun to watch them play. It's been a blast being their GM,
Aw.
from amazing note taking to turning invisible in the middle of a stupid battle and ruining everything to Carol.
She thanks.
Hey,
Wow.
you
I think.
got to kill a player in your first campaign multiple times.
Multiple times.
You get to kill multiple. Technically,
I
you get to
appreciate
kill
that, yeah.
multiple PCs, but they were just yours.
No, it was the same PC multiple times.
No, no.
PCs.
Mr. Knight died once too.
Oh, I was thinking about when Brand died twice.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Brand died twice, and Mr. Knight died once, but he has friggin' 9 lives, so he just friggin' pops back after a day.
Well, Kyle, I want to thank you for running the campaign. I had
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
fun. It was definitely a great experience and would
I
love to do
know.
something again. I feel like we just got our stride, like this group of players, like right at the end.
It took a little while.
It took a little while.
Hey, Ernie, I just want to say, I've watched you grow as a player, like, hugely in this campaign.
Thank you.
I mean, you were, I remember you from Sedalis. Basically, you were just bringing the chaos, just, I think, for the sake of bringing chaos, because let's face it, it's fun to bring chaos.
It was supposed to be a character thing, like an obsession,
But you grew as a player, and you actually started being a fucking hero. And actually, I put that in thing. I just did
thought
not want you to die, because you grew up. You were a boy when we started this, and now you're a man. And it's
yeah.
like, she
A
got
2-3
so much
month
respect.
older boy, man.
But you know what? Yeah,
Boy, man.
but almost like years in the experiences, because we had
Yeah,
so
only
much.
Merrick aged years in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 3 years in real time, but that was amazing. And you guys, you all rock. I mean, DJ and I, we've been playing together for years, so I know, but when you brought in Mr. Knight, I mean, I remember too that conversation when you didn't spill the beans to me on what you're bringing in, but basically I think said, am I going to want to, put it in my pocket and take it away with me? And you friggin' almost died laughing because you were bringing in a cat. And then I realized how that was that's such an amazing character concept.
Mr. Knight's retired. Mr. Knight's gone back to his former life of being.
I'm so sad though, because I really love Mr. Knight.
I mean, there's always possibility he could return, but for now, he's living life as a cat.
Poor thing.
Living la vida.
Well, before
But
we
thank
leave
you,
off-
and yeah, so thank you too. You guys rock. But Kyle, what an awesome GM. I mean, you took our backstories and you wove them into this tale, this pre-written tale, so seamlessly that I still could not tell you where the written stuff begins and our stuff ends.
Okay.
So
Before we
I can't
wait.
wait.
Before we
You
wait.
got anything else?
Goodbye. The camera turns on, and we see the Hazel's Folly once again. Only this time, it's at night. The stars are shining brightly in the sky. There is light coming up dimly, getting brighter and brighter as the ship continues sailing on into the sea. All the sailors crowd to one side of the ship to look into the dazzling light. When it almost feels like it crashed into a sandy shoal, and there's a crack from the other side of the boat. Everything turns to black, but you hear the sound of a ship being broken into two, water rushing in around ourselves, and what sounds like the yowling of a dog. And we'll end it there, everybody. Wave to the camera.
Oh, God damn. What
Good
the
night.
fuck did you do?
We'll see you guys for a later cred shot.
Hope so. Wait, you should do this.
Adventures in
Mr.
Filbar.
Knight's retired.
For all your
No,
role-playing
Mr. Knight's
needs.
not there anymore.
Try the free stuff
I'm
first.
so sad. I love everybody.
Well, we're gonna keep waiting.
Yeah, Frank
We
is.
keep-
Frank
we
will
keep
help
Frank may have been
going.
drinking. All right.
Hey, Frank, Frank, before you disconnect, Frank, do you mind including me on the email thread about the discussion for the next?
Hello
stuff
and
also the
welcome
one
to
shot?
our stream. Don't forget to follow us on the socials at Mhobo Inc. or you can email us
Frank, do you mind
mhoboinc@gmail.com.
email
If you're
for
interested in
the
playing on the
estimates
stream,
about
get a
one-shots
hold
or
of
the
us.
discussion
You
about
can
what's
also
upcoming
purchase interesting
games and stuff?
RPG items at
You
our
lost
store
his
and the
email
link is
address on the
below.
group.
We have everything from shirts to skateboards in our shop. Go,
No,
take a look.
I haven't gotten them.
And
in
if you
over a
need new
year, I
math
feel like.
rocks, catch a pirate dog dice on Twitter for some personalized items. If your game stinks, unlike ours, try some adventure scents by elfishgames.com.
No, it's all good.
They have over 60 different scents and most are pleasant. This aid is perfect for in-person
no
games,
one-shots
especially
because there wasn't
conventions.
enough interest.
Elfish Games also makes
okay.
How to RPG with your cat, How to Cook with your dice, the Shine system if you want to be a gooder writer than me, or try the Radiance project if you just want to play
Frank,
with
can we use
yourself.
another pirate? Not a pirate on
Allfishgames.com
Saturday?
is your stop for game aids.
You want to be a pirate?
What
at
time
the
is the Saturday
Corsairs?
game?
Wait. Is it set? Wait, it's gonna be Sunday though, isn't it? Can you do Sundays?
Sunday at night actually works better for me. Oh, sorry. No problem. Thanks, Frank.
So what about are we going